Hello, welcome back to Nightfolk channel. We have a battle between Hikaru Nakamura and Jawakhir Sindarov from the USA-Uzbekistan match in Miami. Well, Hikaru is white, he plays c4 and Jawakhir responds knight f6, knight c3 and g6. Jawakhir is a King's Indian player, he plays that a lot. You can say it is his favorite opening from black, and we'll see will that transposes e4, d6 and d4. Now bishop e2 and we will transpose into that system. Hikaru plays it. Castles is the main move here. He does knight f3 now. c5, again a very thematic move here, breaking in the center. He castles and he takes on d4. Now knight takes and knight c6. Yes. Lots of options here, lots of lines actually of theory. Bishop e3 played, and now bishop d7 is usually the main move here, which Sindarov, he plays it with a bit of hesitation, but he plays it. And now Hikaru is thinking lot of like h3 is a move, queen d2, a3, b4. You can bring the rook into the center via rook c1. Usually rook fc, like the f rook belongs to c1 in these kind of lines, because the a rook does belong to the a or b file. And Hikaru is still thinking on his move. Hikaru himself is one of the most, at his starting of a career he was a very good King's Indian player. He made lines in this opening. So he plays queen d2 and Sindarov takes on d4. Bishop takes d4 and bishop c6. Now f3, just guarding the e4 square, and a5. a5 is a bit of a thematic move. Wanted to play a4 maybe if he gets the time. Knight d5, good move, planting the knight in the center. If it captures, you will get a very good pawn chain from g2, f3, e4 and d5. Sindarov is now thinking, well, clearly the best move is knight d7, because maybe you want to exchange the bishop on g7, because after the bishop at g7 you can plant your pawn on e5, e7, e5, and then you can say the position is very solid. The bishop will take the knight on d5 and you will kind of play that position, because then the knight gets very good square on c5. And Sindarov is thinking about that. Other move would be knight d5 actually, and takes and bishop d7. Maybe then you can go e6, but knight d7 is clearly the best move here, and he plays it. Obviously he calculates and plays it. Knight d7. Now you can save or you can take the bishop. Hikaru takes it, which is a good move. King g7 and queen d4 check. I don't like that, because that gives black a tempo with e5. He wants to play e5. Why would you give a tempo? Like, why would you allow him to play e5 with a tempo, attacking the queen? Or now you can queen e3 and now you can take the bishop on d5, because then it will be a classic case of, he takes it. It is a classic case now of a good knight versus a bad bishop, and a very bad bishop. Actually, how is it a bad bishop? Like, look at the pawns. Almost all the majority of pawns that are in the center are light square. You would be happy to get a dark square bishop. For example, the bishop would be on the c3. Let's say it would be a dark square bishop. You can go f4, f5 and get an attack. By the way, Sindarov in meantime plays a4 and Hikaru plays b4, allowing en passant. I think he should take en passant, because that is actually the best move in the position. He takes it, it takes. Now h5. Oh wow. Now one idea is the knight on d7 can actually go to via f6 when the h-pawn moves, and he does b4 and h5. Now the knight can go to f4 via f6, h5 and f4. Rook c1. Not a good move, but like the best move was rook takes a8, but now he does takes. Sindarov takes and rook a1, knight f6. And maybe bishop f1, just it's a prophylactic move. Rook c1 also a decent move. Knight h5, b5. Black is clearly the one who is better, who is pushing, who has good position. Knight f4. Now bishop f1 should be played. He does. So queen g5 is a good move and he easily finds it. King h1, I think the logical move here. I mean, what else to play, because knight h3 is threatened. It does not do anything, but still king h1 would be a useful move. Now rook is coming into the game by rook a8. Hikaru plays queen d2 because rook a2 would be a big threat, so he had to play that. Sindarov is thinking now rook a3 is a fine move. He comes back with queen d8. Wow. Strange, but a good decision maybe. I don't know. Queen f2. Just like, now the thing is, he could have played queen f2 first, like, but I don't know. He just wasted a move actually. But rook a3, now this is getting interesting actually. b6. Maybe he wants to play rook c7, but I don't think that would be a good move. Rook b3, rook c7. Oh no, now rook b1 is just game over actually. The bishop is pinned. The king is on the back rank. Sindarov is just final calculating at this moment, because rook b1 should be game over. It's just like, actually the evaluation if you see is -9 here. So it's that bad of a position. He plays it rook b1, rook takes b7. Now queen c8 is winning, queen g5 is winning, queen a8 is winning. The idea is to, if queen c8, the idea is to come back queen c1 and it would be game over. But queen g5, I think it's a bit straightforward. He does it. Maybe Sindarov was afraid. For queen c8 there is rook c7. He plays rook c7 and knight d3, and I think Sindarov is laughing actually by playing knight d3. I think he knows that this game is now completely over. You can't take because your bishop is pinned. He plays queen g1, which was the only move. Actually, there was a very good line with, if you play queen e2, then queen e3 is game over. Now he plays queen d2, h3, probably only move. But now just knight f2, king h2 and queen f4 is almost mate. You have g3, but it's almost mate. He plays it. Queen f4, g3. Now queen takes f3. He does it. I don't know. You can basically resign, but Hikaru continues to play. Takes on h4. Knight takes e4. Taking another pawn. And queen g4 is just queen f1, and I think that is almost mate in 2 or 3. And yeah, Hikaru resigns. What a game. Just subscribe to the channel, like these videos, share for more content will be coming soon from this match. Thank you for watching.